Welcome to this e-professional development course from Confitude. This course includes interactive learning with audio and a number of questions with possible answers throughout and also at the end of the course. The results will be shown at the end of the course with the option to review all the questions again. You can work through the course in one go or in short bursts, a chapter at a time. You can also obtain information on how to operate the program at any time by selecting Help from the drop-down Overview menu at the top of the screen. Welcome to this e-learning module on time management. This module looks at personal time management skills, which are essential for today's working environment. If you employ these techniques and practices, you will become far more confident and effective. You require time management if you seem to be battling against the odds every day, with too much to do and too little time. We will be looking at key areas that cause problems for you, not only in the work environment, but in your personal life too. Managing time is an essential discipline. You must find time to manage time and be disciplined in the processes that support it. Do this and you will be well rewarded by avoiding stress and becoming far more productive. Having too much time is relative. If you had more time, you would simply find or discover more things that you might wish to do. The frustration comes when you do not have the time to do the things you want to do, especially in your personal life, as you are working too hard to keep up. The central core for time management is to adapt a change of mind. Look at what you can achieve that is positive rather than the amount of work you get through. There are several areas where we lose time during the course of the day. Some are obvious, others not so. However, they are common areas and ones you will instantly recognize. Accept that you make these mistakes and you will be on your way to a more productive life. Thinking about too many issues at the same time. Doing things you want to do instead of things you should be doing. Spending too much time perfecting things that are not important or indeed necessary. Rushing priorities to get on to the next job. Poor planning and organization of your work priorities. Untidy desk syndrome. Trying to impress others and taking on too much. Not being assertive. Not understanding the difference between maintenance and productivity. Thinking about too many issues at the same time. This is commonly known as information overload. Trying to remember all of the things you need to do and perhaps places you need to be, it can be the start of developing stress and anxiety, resulting in you achieving even less. This is something that you can cure fairly easily. Simply prepare yourself a to-do list. I know that this is something many people wish to do and occasionally might, but it does take discipline and regularity for it to become truly effective. My workday always starts off with 5 minutes reviewing and updating my to-do list. Maintenance work must always be a priority and should therefore be towards the top of the list. Productivity work can then become more realistically achieved if it is programmed in after your general maintenance work is completed. Even if it takes several days to get to that point on your list. It can and should be used as a motivational tool by looking forward to something that you might enjoy doing as it is new territory for you. Doing things you want to do instead of things you should be doing. When you have finished your general maintenance tasks, if you have not prepared a formal to-do list, then you are inclined to do the things you want to do, rather than the jobs that may well be far more important. Things you might push aside are preparing for a meeting, talking to an awkward client, report writing and dealing with day-to-day correspondence. Worse still, if you are a manager, failing to hold one-to-ones or performing appraisals and reviews with your team. Urgent issues are prime examples of things you attend to as a priority. These vary across the working day. Crisis management, deadlines and phone calls. Phone calls especially. In the modern work environment, we tend to correspond with each other using email. Phone calls are immediate and generally result in greater productivity and faster solutions to problems, whereas emails tend to be less focused and are often attended to more slowly. Urgent to one person may not be urgent to you, so consider these issues carefully. Try and focus clearly by thinking the issue through. This will often show that the issue is by no means as urgent as a general maintenance issue. They can be both costly and time-consuming. I hope you have found this module on time management useful. Why not produce an objective to produce a to-do list from this module as your way to move to a new way of working?